Hey, good morning. It's Friday and it's almost 20 of 6 in the morning. Let me just adjust this a little. There we go. So I'm trying out something new. It's a tripod to hold my phone to do the video rather than holding the phone myself or being at the computer. Something new, right? I was involved in a call earlier this morning where we did a meditation piece that Mary Lennon has developed called the Magic Carpet Ride. And I had such an interesting experience that brought up the phrase, chink in your armor. And the discussion afterward was just amazing. And I came away with this idea of when things happen, we sometimes close up our armor as a self-protecting mechanism. And yet, when we can open that armor in one space, that lets the light in and lets our light out to be seen. And there's a place where that is fraught with vulnerability and all of those things, and yet it also is the place where communion can happen. And it just struck me today that as isolating as some things are, that really when we can share that vulnerability with each other, where we can, I'm not saying that you have to lay out everything for the world. Think of it, a chink in the armor, this small little opening that isn't advertised to anyone. And if you do show it to someone, it's a gift. To show that space where we can have communion, even when time has said to us, you need to close the gates right now. You need to pull in. And what is it that directs us to do that? That's fear. It is not something to be ashamed of, nor is it shameful. It's not a piece to use in blame. It is the truth of survival. So when our ancient brain is functioning without communion with our heart, then the ancient brain is closing down, shutting everything off. We're protecting. We will survive. And in survival mode, things change. Our perceptions change because it's all based on threat and response, and sometimes on proactive engagement. So if we can breathe into that, recognize what it is that's happening, and then open our heart to ourselves, open our heart to ourselves so the fear can calm, so that we can see where we are truly, and then be able to present that chink in our armor as a space or a point of contact. That's the way we begin to open up again. And there will be times in life when you retreat and need to gather yourself and be good to yourself and not be paying attention to everyone else. That is self-care, self-love, and it's the way we remain healthy, both physically, emotionally, spiritually. So, I'd like you to think of the possibilities of what gifting a chink in your armor can be. Blessings.